Hi, I'm Jenya, and I'm recording this video to welcome you into this community, this page, this group, this space, this sisterhood, call it what you want. But I want you to know and understand what brought me to the point of wanting to reopen, if you've been around for a hot second, to reopen this group. I'm Jenya Panova from jenyapanova.com, and I am on a quest. I'm on a journey. I am on a mission to create a space, an environment, a movement, to bring awareness to the fact that women like you and I, who are driven, who are ambitious, who have goals, sometimes feel lonely and feel lost, maybe misunderstood, maybe just not understood in our pursuit, in the drive and the ambition and the goals that we have, while we are on this imperfect, not always clear quest, hike, whatever, right, towards the better life, towards the goals we're figuring out as we go. And I was craving that myself. I wanted the community, I wanted the space that wasn't cliquey, for one, that wasn't connected by a company or a status or a label of some sort, right? I wanted a space where I could be myself, where I could be perfectly imperfect, where I could speak up my opinion, where I could share my struggles, and know that there are other women just like me who are looking to do the same, who have not yet figured out everything in life, who are on a mission though to better themselves, who adapted this growth mindset, who want to be better, who love and appreciate the life that they want, but they want more. And they want to be unapologetic about that. And they want to go after the things that come into the heart, come into their mind, and one day you wake up and you're like, I want to do this. I'm not sure why, but I have this drive and I have this desire, and I feel kind of alone and I feel a little scared and I'm not really sure. I want to create a support community. I want to have the space for myself and you, where you can come in and say, hey, you know what? I'm thinking about going after this because of this and that. What do you think? I learned that XYZ. What do you think? I want to have a space for you and I where we don't have to talk small talk, where we are okay with the fact that we are driven, where we are okay with the fact that we have struggles and we have things that are holding us freaking back. And there is baggage. There is baggage in everybody's life. And I want us to become okay with that. And I want us to work through that crap and let go of the stories and the stuff that's holding us back. Get rid of the negative feelings. Get rid of the things that are making us feel small, unworthy, not good enough, and move past it. Just move past it in this organic, natural, good way that feels good to you, that feels good to people around you, where there is no judgment. And if there is judgment, we work through it. We try to be better. We try to do better. And we show up not to get something from another person, but to genuinely share and expand and grow and better ourselves. That felt like one breath. And if you've been following me for a hot second and you've known me for a little bit, my story begins, oh gosh, I mean, we don't have all day to share my story, but I promise I will share it in bits and pieces so we get to know each other better and you know where I come from. But I have a pretty solid background in fitness, as I worked in the gyms, and I was a fitness coach for 4.5 years before, just recently as I'm recording this video, I ended that. I was ready to move on. I was ready to make my mission, make my goal, make my, how I put it, the idea behind what I do bigger than just exercising. Because I was a fitness coach for 4 years, as I mentioned, and I would have women come back to me into my online fitness group, into my exercise studio, and lose the same 5 pounds. and do the same thing over and over and over and over. And the more I worked with them one-on-one, the more I realized it is inside that we need to work on so much more harder than we're working on or obsessing about the outside. And once things fall into place on the inside, outside matches. Outside starts to match the inside. And work needs to be done inside, and we don't talk about it enough. I don't think so. If you go on social media, there are a lot of pretty pictures, there are a lot of abs, there are a lot of healthy salads, and yes, it is a part of it, and it is a part of what we're going to talk about here in the group, but there is so much more to you as a woman, there is so much more to you as a human, and we got to give some grace and some space to that. So this is exactly why I've created this closed community group, and I encourage you and I welcome you to be an active participant. No, this is not a place to sell your products or endorse the companies you might be supporting. Maybe we'll get to the point where that will be a part of it, but I want to have this space for you where you can feel safe. Yes, it's run by me, Jenya Panova from jenyapanova.com, and you will hear about things and initiatives and the events and the programs that I'm releasing and supporting and creating, and it's all good. But I want you to feel comfortable that there is no fee to enter. There is no expectation of a purchase, right? There are a lot of groups like that. Perfect, yes. I am committed to maintaining this group without any charges, right? So if you want to work with me in a professional way, if you want to buy something, if you want to get a service or a product from me from my website, you'll have the opportunity. But being a member in so many groups, I know it gets to the point it's like, oh, do you want something from me? Is somebody gonna try to sell me something? I am committed to making you aware and bringing you the products and the programs and things that I'm working on, absolutely. But as a member, be comfortable to know you're not going to be sold by other members. You're not going to be approached. And if you are, please let me know. And if you are entering the space with an intention to promote something behind the door or to do something of selling of some sort, please let's just clear and set this expectation. This is not the place to do that, at least as of now, right? I want it to be a good space. I want it to be comfortable. I want it to be supportive and encouraging. So if you're looking to promote your product or you have something that you feel like the group would benefit, please address me directly and we can see how that can serve the community. Otherwise, those posts will be removed, you will be removed, and I don't want to sound harsh, but I want you to know that my intention for you to be in this space where you can shine, where you can grow, where you can expand. It is not somebody's gonna approach me behind the door and try to sell me something. This is not it, right? I don't love to talk about it, but unfortunately I've been in many groups where that's just a normal practice, and let's start out without it, okay? All right. I welcome you to this community. I welcome you to this group, and I encourage you to bring people and invite people, women who are driven, who are in the workforce, who are working and hustling on the side, who are running a side business, who want more, who are reading books, who are trying to better themselves, who might be having some struggles, or they might have some revelations, who want the group, who are thirsty and hungry for a group of like-minded people, for a group of women who are not catty, who are not into comparison. And yes, God bless us all on in that pursuit, because it's a human nature and it's cool, but I'm looking for women who want to be better, who want to be kinder, who want to spread love, who want to help other women be better versions of themselves. Cool? So, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the place for you. I am unshakable is the name I came up with on my recent trip to New York. When we were talking in a group of women, a great group of women that I get a chance to mastermind for a weekend, we were talking about the message, the drive, the goal that we have, and how it's the responsibility of ours to remain unshakable in the pursuit of that goal, of that dream, in the pursuit of figuring out what do you really want to be, what do you want to stand for, and not be shaken or not to waver or to doubt based on people around you. To stand firm in your foundation, in your beliefs, as you're figuring those things out or as you're going after something. And I think having that support group is such a fundamentally important thing to have. When you have people around you who are holding you up, who are lifting you up, who are helping you shine, be your best, do your best, go after the things you want, it is such a blessing, because there are plenty of doubters, starting with ourselves. There are plenty of critics, and it's a gift and a privilege to have that community. And you know what? I am taking the reins on that, and I want to build it for us, for myself, and for you, so you show up to this group when you have a spark of inspiration, when you hear a good quote, or you read a good article, or there is a book that you loved, or there is a healthy recipe that you are in love with, or a workout regimen that is really working out for you, or there is a thought or a thought leader that you're following, and we can share and support each other and grow together. That's my intention for us. That's my intention for this space. So if you have women in your life who you're thinking of as you're listening to this, invite them into the group. Please do. Let's spread the word. Let's make it a movement. Let's make it a safe, fun space to show up for on the interwebs, right? Facebook and in social media can be as negative and nasty as we allow it to be. But if you are specific and intentional and on purpose with the people you surround yourself with in real life and in social media, it can really change a lot of things for us. So, welcome to the group. So happy to have you. Really looking forward to our connection, communication, and mutual growth in this community. Thank you so much for being a part of it, and I'll be back soon.